Hello and welcome to the penultimate Blue Shell review of the season. With me is the ginger Alex McMullen.
Hello, sexy people.
The whinger Matt Chapman.
Hello there.
And the cringer Craig Clark.
E-man.
Okay, so Matt's got a little something for us. What you got for us, Matt?
This week I've been playing Crash Bandicoot. It was good. The end.
And that was Matt. Okay, on to Guess the Sound.
If I'm allowed, along the lines of psychology of gaming, right?
So, gaming is for mental cases.
Yeah.
Well, right, fair enough.
as proven by the contents of this room. I do mean human contents, by the way. We're not in like a sort of torture cell or anything. No. Psychology of gaming, right? So I'm going to start off with...
Craig is dressed fully in leather. But that's just purely for comfort.
Well, no, that's for Zed's pleasure.
All Zed's dead.
Talcum powder's a friend.
So my first little bit about the psychology of gaming is going to be something that I know I'm guilty of, and I know Alex is all too familiar with, and that is the addiction to buying games.
Oh God!
Who else would admit to suffering from such a thing?
I don't tell you what I've just bought.
I actually I don't get addicted to buying games. I've only got like 5 games on my shelf.
Yeah. Apart from the sort of 300 that are packed up in your garage.
Where are they all gone? Right.
So go on then, Alex. What have you just bought?
Dead Nation.
Yeah. That was only, by the way, listeners, Dead Nation just purely forced by me. I said, I want you to buy this so we can play it.
This is why I'm always skint, by the way.
What, because I make you buy stuff?
Just Cause 4.
Hang on. You're not always skint just because of that.
Oh,
Hookers.
True.
Mm-hmm.
True. Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
You did get a rash from the gash.
I'll carry on. PUBG.
That's, what is it again? Oh, I forgot. Go on.
Player Unknown Battlegrounds.
That's the one.
What else have I bought?
I've actually downloaded a few. I downloaded...
Flashback.
Right, okay. I downloaded Super Destronaut on Matt's recommendation.
Yeah.
I also downloaded
Little arcade game.
the Tale of Tiny Planets.
Again on my recommendation.
And again on Matt's recommendation. Tetris Attack. Not Tetris. Tetris.
Oh, that thing, yeah. Yeah, puzzle thing.
Is that another puzzle one?
Tetris Escape.
Tetris Escape, sorry.
Yeah.
And obviously I downloaded this month's game from the PlayStation Store, which was it The Vanishing of Edith, something or other?
I was just going to say,
Sorry, Craig, you bought
No, I'm tight.
Oh,
yeah, so
I thought I'd ask you because
I try not to buy any games.
Trying to involve
that's
everybody.
3 of us out of the 4 that have admitted to having this compulsion to buying games. But why do we do it? Because you must be aware
I'm building a library.
that there's only so much time in the universe, right? And when you look at these games, you must have some idea when you buy it, and we all do it. I look at a game and I go...
To be fair, Craig would buy more games, but he doesn't get a lot of money from making shoes.
Well, fair enough.
And in
You
fairness,
sugar grains, don't you?
well, no,
So-
it's the biggest time of year for me is around Christmas.
So you would be addicted then?
That's when I can be one of Santa's elves.
Yeah, he kind of makes games rather than buys them.
I get minimum wage just for that 1 month.
It's going up
year.
to a tenner, isn't it?
Well, not in the North Pole.
Or is it a candy cane?
It's for snowflakes.
Santa is a stern employer.
Yeah.
Well,
So come on then, if you buy a game and you've got a pretty good idea that game is going to take you
To be
40
fair,
plus hours
I
to
know.
complete, knowing that how much time
what
you've
you're
got in your life or whatever, why do I keep...
we've not got long left, boys.
It's why
I
is
look
it?
at these-
Oh, buy! I love that. Oh look, £6. I love that.
I look
£9,
at
I
these
love that.
games. I actually look at the games and I sit there and think, I really, really want to play them. Resident Evil 2. I mean, when you first
I bought
got
it. Yeah, that's another one I bought.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
you first got it, I asked you if I could borrow it so I could play
But
it.
do you ever
Yeah.
have that realistic moment where you sit down and think to yourself, well, hang on a minute, is that ever going to happen? Am I really
It
going
will
to
get
complete
played.
that and that and that?
It
and
will
that?
get played, just don't know what point.
Resident Evil 2 is a weird one for me because I do want to play it, but I've already beat it once.
You mean the original?
Yeah. So part of me is
it's
going.
complete.
It's different.
I know, but part of me is going. I've already done the story. I know what it's about.
Yeah,
I'm not in any rush.
it's a bit like when they
When
did.
it's free to download, that's when I'll probably play
Yeah,
Resident Evil
so
2.
they did a similar thing with the Tomb Raider series as well, because they had the original one and then the anniversary came
Right,
out.
who had 5 minutes in?
But then they had the original, then the anniversary one came out, which was the same story but completely different puzzles.
Yeah.
I'm so used to it that I didn't even. That went completely over my head. I didn't even realise that he'd done that.
It's not the first time it went over your head, Matt. That's why you were blind in one eye.
Okay, guess the sound.
Guess the sound. Guess the sound.
Yes, this is Guess a Sound. This is the quiz where one of us will pick a sound from a game from any era and the rest of us have to guess what that sound is. This week, Craig is doing the sound for the first time in the series. It's the penultimate episode, and it's the first time Craig's done one.
They're all themes, by the way.
Oh.
So they're all themes of the song.
Themes or themes?
Themes.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1.
Warcraft.
Number 1.
Dettol.
Tetris.
Mario!
Pac-Man.
Oh.
Oh, of course it is. Do you know what I thought?
It's because
then?
your brain's trying to go so fast to try and get there first. It doesn't actually give you the proper answer.
I
Well,
heard
it
the
did me,
8-bit
so I
sound.
don't
Did you?
know.
Yeah.
I heard the 8-bit sound, and I thought it was a thing from where you're doing one of those bonus games in
Don't
Mario.
lie, you thought Craig's gone Commodore. Okay, so that's 1-0.
Pac-Man's actually before Commodore.
It was, you're right. Well done you. It's almost like you're on a game review. Number 2.
I'm thinking something like Dino Crisis.
No,
I'm thinking Final Fantasy.
no,
Devil May Cry.
no,
Dead or
Soul
Alive.
Calibur.
no,
Castlevania.
no.
Give us a clue. What console?
PS2.
Oh. I got nothing. Anyone else?
I could keep guessing all day.
Hang
but-
on.
Here we go. The song's only 2 minutes 44 seconds long, and we're going to play the whole thing.
No, we're not.
I've gone with my. I've gone with my guess.
You
of
don't
the-
know it, Alex!
I obviously do, because he says I've heard it or played it.
You've heard of the game,
You don't
You might
necessarily know the
necessarily
theme
play
tune
it.
from it.
but in fairness, if none of you have ever played Metal Gear Solid, I'm very disappointed.
Oh.
I've not played
Well,
it.
I had it within a week. I didn't get to play it. I lent it him. His brother's got hold of it and wrecked my disc. I got it back,
Yeah, Matt.
covered in scratches, and I couldn't even. It didn't even work.
So that would have been another game in the long list of games that you've completed then if you'd have kept that.
Yep.
What, or both of them?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so next song.
Zelda.
Nope.
Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Point to Matthew.
Oh, I ain't got any points.
I was going to say Battletoads.
Okay, next song.
Local Road Code. Mario Party.
Nope,
I think I know what console it's on, but I don't want to say.
Rabbids.
nope.
What console, Matthew?
Is it on the Wii?
Yeah,
Right.
and the PC,
Right.
and possibly
The Sims?
It is The Sims.
Oh.
Well done.
I'm not getting any of these.
So what's
have
that?
you heard of The Sims though?
It's got
Yeah,
some of
my,
these-
yeah. It's like my daughter's favourite game.
What's that? 3-1 to.
No,
2-1.
It's 2-1. 2 to Alex, 1 to you.
No one got the Metal Gear Solid one.
Nil point. Nil point.
No point to me.
Okay, next song.
So number 5. So I can't even win here.
Star
Zelda.
Fox.
1 point to Chris.
Zelda. That sounds a bit too
I'll
classic.
recognise that theme anywhere.
Okay.
That's not how it went. That's not how it went.
It is next song.
Are you just going to keep going?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, I know it as well.
Or commonly known as Wood.
Wood. Yeah. Did you like that?
I did. So Alex has won it.
Yes! Again, that's how many weeks in a row have you won that?
3, I think.
So following on from what Matt was saying about psychology in gaming, my little thing for this bit is games that are so good that no matter how long you have them, you still keep going back and playing them.
Oh, yeah.
Now I've got 3 examples in mind, and like you can obviously see if you agree, and then obviously bring your own in. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the painfully obvious, especially painful for Alex anyway, Mario Kart 64. Now we have been playing this game for 20 years, and we still enjoy it. We still play it. We know the tracks off by heart. Well, the first 4 anyway.
We have enjoyed all iterations of Mario Kart, but the 64 version
It is by far the king.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's just got everything. It's colourful. It's enjoyable. It was revolutionary in its time. I mean, it was everything you wanted from a game. Is
that true, Alex? Everything you wanted in the game.
Even down to that. Even down to the fact that it's so enjoyable for me and Matt just to see Alex's face failing at it.
Hey, I don't fail all the time.
No, of course you don't.
It's all right, Alex.
In fact, I even remember last time I beat you.
No, you didn't meet me, mate.
I did.
You beat Matt.
It's all right, Alex. I'll give you this one to make you feel better. Towerfall.
Yeah. Towerfall was a fairly new one, though. I mean, we've only been playing that for about a year, but we do keep going back to it, and Matt is shocking.
I don't know why I play it, but every time someone comes round, I always want to play it.
Yeah, it's just one of those games that you haven't got to be good at. It's just enjoyable to play.
I lose 9 out of 10 games.
You do,
on that,
yeah.
And I just keep going back for more.
It's honestly, you want to see some. We'll put some videos up online because you want to see just some of the ways that he has been killed on this game. It is hilarious.
Yeah, I could do a pretty good compilation.
Yeah, I bet you could. So the second game I was going to talk about is moving forward a little bit in time is the Tekken series. Now again, not so much for Craig because he didn't really grow up with us, but me, Matt, and Alex, we've been playing Tekken since we were at secondary school.
It's not aged well though.
Oh no, Tekken 7 is still a good game. It's still worth playing. But we had our own tournaments on this thing. We had all sorts going on this thing. Like, you know, we had a little trophy that was done just so for the winner of the tournament.
Geek
and we
alert.
still, yeah, yeah. This is a true insight to our childhood now. But we still like playing the game now. It's still really enjoyable, and it's still something we keep going back to. Well, I would keep going back to it, but my copy of Tekken 7 has gone missing. And the third game, again, completely different to the last 2 games, and this is probably one that Craig could actually get on board with, but probably not so much Matt, is The Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Yes.
I
agree with you. That is one of mine.
Just such a beautiful game. It is so well crafted. No matter how many times you play it, I've kicked Alduin's ass that many times, but I still keep going back on. I still think, oh, well, let me try playing it in this way. Let me try playing an archer. Let me try playing a swordsman. You keep going back and playing it in all different ways.
It's a very strange game for me because no matter what I want to try and play it as something else, I always end up as a sneaky archer, regardless of. I'm going to play a sorcerer on this one. Sneaky archer.
That's what I mean. People have different ways. I mean, my first time I played it, I was just basically trying to build up my magic. I was basically a sorcerer and just kept doing that.
Yeah.
And then I've been on it again where I was just sort of going around with a dagger. Then I did the archer thing because I got really into the arrow series. So I went around, I was trying to get like a green hood and trying to get a bow and arrow that sort of suited. Yes, I know, very sad. I know, I'm aware. Alright, I own it.
There's kind of weak link, if you like, between... So there's a guy that runs around in a green hood and shoots arrows, and just from that, you want to go and play fully through a game as an archer with a green hood.
Just so I can run around as that archer in the green hood in a massive well.
Stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
I'm going to say, you know Robin Hood came out before Arrow, right?
Yeah, but Arrow's cooler.
Okay.
It's got gadgets and stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, I then take it a step further than Chris by it's any racing game with me. It's like from your Mario Kart to your arcade races to your full-out racing sims, you know, all your Gran Turismos and all that kind of stuff. You look at my shelf, it is 50% racing games.
Yeah. Alex, do you have any addicted games? Or games you keep going back to?
I can't work out, if you were obsessed with stories, why you were so adamant not to play Dragon Age.
Yeah, that was my point. Dragon Age is one of the most addictive open-world RPG games with one of the best storylines I've ever played.
Yeah, I've got a side
and
of it
yet,
now.
for some reason, you just refuse to play it.
No. Don't get, I have played it. I just
No,
couldn't
but
get-
you couldn't get used to the battle matrix, which is one very, very minor part of the game. Once you get used to that, the rest of the game is epic.
Alex, you've got to play it through to completion like the rest of us.
You've not completed it.
You've not, yeah, you can put that.
Stop giving him looks. All right. Once I've finished all my games, I promise I'll go. Little known gaming facts. Little known gaming facts. Little known gaming facts. So I've got 2 gaming facts
Ooh.
about the same game.
Okay.
Another Silent Hill.
Oh God.
Okay. So
Why do you have to keep coming up with these games that I've never played? Yeah, go on.
right, Silent Hill. So
That's Silent Hill for everyone.
the developers couldn't make it, or hadn't been, to America or Europe, and they wanted to design
Where are
the
they
school on something that was really.
So, where are they from?
Where are they from?
The developers. You said they hadn't ever been to
Yeah,
Europe or
yeah.
America.
Yeah, they're
Japan.
from Japan.
Okay. fair enough.
Yeah,
I didn't
so,
know.
oh, sorry. So the
Konami.
developers are from the Japan. Either they come
From the Japan.
From the Japan.
From the Japan.
From
the
the
Japan. So they were either couldn't make it, couldn't get there, didn't have money.
They couldn't make
anything.
it.
The boats. The
You're
boats
trying to say they tried.
The bit one.
Is that what Pearl Harbor's based on?
Oh.
They were just trying to get to America
That's
so they
low.
could check it
That was
out.
our
That's
last
low.
Japanese fan we've just lost.
Yeah.
Right.
They couldn't make it.
So basically, whether it was money issues or boat issues or what.
It kept sinking.
So some of the structures within Silent Hill they wanted to base on places within Europe or
Okay.
America.
Why?
Okay,
When they
so-
can't get off their island?
So the school,
Yeah.
okay, they used films. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a £5 if any of you can name the school.
Hang on, let me Google it.
No.
Well, give us a bloody clue.
Right.
You're basically sitting here
Arnold
saying,
Schwarzenegger
I want
film.
you to guess. Oh,
Ah.
okay.
Oh.
Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
Yep. They actually used the school from Kindergarten Cop,
So
including all the
whoa, whoa, whoa.
posters and everything that was on the walls.
You owe him a
Is it
fiver.
really?
Exactly
You
the
owe him
same.
a fiver.
That is actually
Yeah.
an interesting fact.
No. Right, number 2. The second one, quite ingenious actually. The fog. The fog.
As in the Stephen King film.
So the fog within Silent Hill, put over the actual town of Silent Hill,
Yeah.
was actually intentionally put there to hide bad graphics. They,
Well, yeah, I mean, I could have guessed that one, to be fair.
they weren't actually going to use fog, but because they put the fog in to hide the bad graphics,
I mean,
they
it didn't.
believed it helped set an eerie.
Well, it did that. It
atmosphere,
did, yeah.
And it became a iconic part of the Silent
It
Hill
did
games.
set the eerie atmosphere, but it didn't hide the bad graphics.
No, well,
but to be fair, a PS1 game, what do you expect?
PS1 for what they
Yeah,
wanted
but-
to do on the PS1.
So that's what I was just thinking. Was it bad graphics for that era?
Well,
No.
you think about it. If you wanted to set yourself within it was basically a game with a good storyline, wasn't it? And so to get absorbed into
You
it,
say it was a good storyline, but one of
It
the
was.
alternative endings is it's all been done by a dog.
What?
There's an alternative ending in Silent
The
Hill,
first one.
yeah, where if you complete it a certain way, you end up in a room and everything's been controlled by a dog in a control room.
So that was Craig's not so interesting fact. It's a, it's a
I
double.
didn't know that.
I swear to God, he makes stuff up.
Okay, so I got asked a really interesting question the other day by my mate Mr. Stokes at
Not that
work.
interesting.
Was it, can you breathe into this?
No?
Why are you so ginger?
Yes, but
Okay.
that was a separate one. He asked me, somebody has never played computer games before but wants to play computer games.
Mm.
So they're not savvy with controls or anything like that. But they really want to get into a game. What game would you introduce them to?
Dragon Age Origins.
However, just remember, they've never used thumbsticks or anything like
Right,
that.
well, I mean,
it's going to be a game where someone's got to get used to the controls.
There's a good one I've been playing recently, it's one I mentioned earlier, which was the Tales of in a Tiny Planet.
Right.
Yeah, one button.
It's one button. Just
Okay.
press one button. It's like a bit like a pinball spring.
Oh, just.
So you press it, it bounces the ball, bounces the guy around.
Oh, this is the one that he was on about with the. beat
No.
No.
You have to
No, that was
control.
Yakuza Island Express.
You have to
Oh.
control the environment and make this little ball move around these obstacles. But the only button is the X button on the PlayStation that moves the obstacles.
All right.
That's
Okay.
it.
And I would say as well, like if you get sort of like a very arcadey racing game, I mean, you're talking accelerate, brake, left, right. You know, it's not a lot involved there.
Is that a game that you'd want to introduce somebody to?
I'd go old school. I'd say Sonic 2.
Yeah,
on the basis of it was one of the first games that really got me enjoying games. Before I enjoyed them, but
it
when
depends,
I played
because we never had anything that what
I know,
we've got now.
Do you know what I think it depends on? The age group. Like if you got some old boy that's 80 odd and he's never played a computer game, don't let him play Sonic 2 because he'll have a brain hemorrhage.
No, just get him to program a DVD player.
So what you're saying
show
is,
me how this
like,
Skybox
if it's like some old boy, then you want to get him in the VR playing Until Dawn.
Yes.
Right. So my answer.
Simple controls are the first and foremost.
Yeah, but you also want a storyline, or the game's got to grip them.
Yeah, someone's going to be interested. Right. So my answer. A game that's easy to control, very nostalgic. It's got lots and lots of different characters.
It's Mario Kart, isn't it?
Nope. It's 16-bit graphics.
Yeah.
Broforce.
Brilliant.
Ooh. Yeah.
Broforce. It's got all the characters there that if someone's never played a computer game before, they can tie it into movie references.
That's, of course, if they've seen those films.
If they've seen those films, but there's that many.
Yeah.
Broforce is an amazing game.
You sold me on
Predator
It's
Bro,
very masculine, but
Robo Bro, Ripley Bro.
So
You've got it all.
Command Bro.
So your basic controls are what? Move,
so you've
jump,
got your D-pad,
shoot.
yeah, move, jump, shoot, and you've got your special button.
I'll be honest though, as much as that sounds mind-blowingly simple to the likes of us veteran gamers, some people might still find that a bit much. Moving and shooting, and
yes,
you know.
they might do, but with the simple D-pad, I think moving from the D-pad to the sticks is a next.
Just to put this in perspective, right? My mother, when I show her some photos that I've taken somewhere on my phone, she still can't get her head around swiping through the photos. So that's where some
Have you got your mum on Tinder?
But some people can't help themselves.
Yes.
What do you think, mate?
What? Game-wise,
yes.
I think you're right with Broforce. It is an amazing game, and Chris did sell me on that game. He turned up round my house once and went, "Play this," and I was like, "Oh my god, that's amazing." For someone that's never played anything, you need to go retro.
Yeah.
Possibly, and take it back to joystick. It basically a joystick controls it with a button.
Well, in that case, then that Super Destronaut would be an amazing game for them because it's just basically Space Invaders.
Yeah, it's Space Invaders with slightly modern graphics.
And easily the fastest and easiest platinum trophy I've ever gotten. So yeah, but point-and-click adventures are always going to be a good idea. Monkey Island, things like that.
So I think to shorten it, you've got to put it in genres. If anyone's thinking of getting into any kind of game, a simple puzzle game, a point-and-click adventure, or
Until Dawn Rush of Blood,
or a very simple, and this one's questionable, a very simple platform game where all you've got to do is move left and right and jump.
Bubble bobble.
Well, that brings us neatly to the end of this week's review.
Okay then, bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Take care.